Hello and welcome back to another stream here on Football Heritage with your host, Stephen Clark. Thanks so much for joining in today, guys. Huge match here for Chelsea today, guys. Arsenal versus Chelsea, the champions of Europe, heading to the Emirates Stadium. Thomas Tuchel versus Mikel Arteta. The return of Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea for the first time in 10 years. It's an incredible occasion. It's the second week of the Premier League season, and I am completely and utterly hyped for this game, guys. It's been a fixture that Chelsea have not had the best of success in recent years, despite dominating the decade before that. I think that sometimes we come into this game with a bit believing our own hype a little bit too much, and we sometimes get bit in the arse for that. But today, falling into the trap just a little bit today of thinking we are superior, but there's a lot of reasons for that. I think that this team is playing with so much confidence in itself, and I think by adding Lukaku, I think we are really going to be seeing the return of just an absolute goal machine today, and I feel incredibly confident in this side, and I'm expecting a win, and I'm expecting a really good performance from the boys. So we've got Edouard Mendy in goal for Chelsea, obviously, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger at the back. So great defense, Champions League winning defense right there. Reece James, Kovacic, Jorginho, and Alonso. So N'Golo Kante hasn't returned from injury just yet. Kai Havertz and Mason Mount play just behind the striker, who is obviously Romelu Lukaku. Still missing the likes of Ziyech, who's on the bench today, and Christian Pulisic, who pulled up with COVID, unfortunately, this week. I think the targets that we're going to be having to really focus on today from a Chelsea point of view is Mari and Holding at the back. This is not the ideal centre-back pairing if you're an Arsenal fan. They are also missing Aubameyang up front, but they have a very youthful attack, with the likes of Smith Rowe, Saka and Martinelli there, and with Tierney as well. So there's a lot of youth, there's a lot of flair, and there's going to be a lot of passion in this game. Fans back in the stadium here, it's going to be an immense atmosphere, guys. I'm really, really excited for this game, and thanks to anyone who's chosen to join and watch along with me. I know there's a lot of options out there. Seconds out here from the start of the game. A lot of the cameras focusing on Lukaku, and that's just the way he'll like it. No Timo Werner today, probably the most interesting omission, I would say, considering that he usually is a stalwart under Tuchel. So is it signs of things to come? Is Havertz and Mount the preferred kind of players just behind Lukaku? We'll have to see. A lot of rumors about how the shape might look today for Chelsea. Some talk of Kai Havertz and Lukaku playing up front together with Mason Mount just in between behind them. We'll have to see if that comes to fruition at some point. And here we go. They've kicked off. It's been a big week of scrutiny here for the Gunners. They'll be wanting to use this game as a launching pad for their season. From a Chelsea point of view, we just can't let them. I think today will be a telling day for Chelsea if we are seriously going to be making a title challenge. I think it all has to start here today. I think this is a game that we have to win when you look at it in isolation. I think, obviously with the club's history, you hesitate to say something like that. But when you just look at it purely on the lineups here today, as I say that, Emil Smith Rowe takes a shot from just in the edge of the box that is saved. Maybe I should stop tempting fate here a bit. Chelsea now getting their first taste of real possession here in the second minute. Just passing it around the back just a little bit. Spilicueta finds James with some space. Jorginho, James interchanging the ball here. Here's Jorginho with his head up, finds Kai Havertz in space. Playing with ultimate confidence now. Kai Havertz, I can't wait to see what we see from him this season. Edge of the box here for James. Takes the shot, which is blocked well from Arsenal. I have seen James score from that angle before. It was actually his first goal for Chelsea was from a similar range. But he's hit the Xhaka in the head here. And yeah, Xhaka's hasn't got up yet, which might have been there was a lot of power in that shot. We've seen Manchester United drop points here today. We saw Manchester City drop points last week. So the three probably if you count Liverpool in there as well, probably Liverpool have showed the way forward so far with two convincing wins. Needs to be another one of that here from Chelsea today if we want to keep the pace. And the Manchester teams aren't going to let a lot of games slip this season, in my opinion. So we are going to have to capitalize on these big games when they are falling in our favor. At the same time, when we come in with confidence, we can't come in with over-arrogance, because that has been a downfall in this fixture before. So not arrogant at all, just acutely aware of the power that we have in this fixture at the moment, but we have to apply it correctly. We can't take this game lightly. Jorginho here. Good ball out to Reece James. Mason Mount. Jorginho. Kovacic. Here's Kovacic. Good ball forward here to Lukaku. First real touch here. Here's Havertz. Takes a shot. Blocked and comes out for a throw-in. I like the confidence, though, from Havertz here, taking the shot on when he sees it. Maybe he was a bit timid in those sort of situations at the start of last season, really. And Arsenal have got the ball back here. How can they counter? Alonso gives away a bit of a tactical foul there. Maybe suspecting that he won't be shown a yellow this early, but definitely could have been. Dive there from Xhaka. Rightly awarded for Chelsea. Here's space here for Mount, and Reece James has got space here now. Can he pick out Kai Havertz there? Just couldn't see him, I don't think. There was a real space there for Kai Havertz. James probably should have done a little better there. But he's got the ball here again, James. Trustworthy out in the wing usually. So good sign of possession here for Chelsea at the moment. This is the usual sign that we see from this team. We're hoping the difference is now we have a striker who can score goals. Ooh, good little reverse pass there over the top. Tried to find Lukaku. Just a little heavy there from Kovacic. Here's Jorginho to do some work here defensively now. Reece James defending. Here's Saka. Tierney gets a good first touch there. And Alonso clears well. Alonso does well there. He's given away a corner, but they have looked threatening down the left-hand side of on the counter-attack here. Arsenal. Tierney picks it up, tries to put a cross in. Pepe with the corner here. And foul's been given away by Lokonga here, and Chelsea can restart the attack now. Hopefully just kind of stem the tide of counter-attacks we're seeing here just a little bit. Hasn't been the ideal start for Chelsea here. Offside there for Arsenal, so Chelsea pick up the ball again. Martinelli was the culprit. Here's Jorginho. Tries to clip it over. A little predictable, has to be said. Great pressure there from Kovacic, but Pepe just evades too. Leaves Alonso behind. Here's Rudiger now. Rudiger usually won't let people pass him. He's done well there. Here's Saka with space to make the cross. And Christensen clears. So they are attacking predominantly down that left-hand side, Arsenal. We probably need to shut that down a little bit quicker. Cedric tries the ball over the top, but it comes back to Edouard Mendy. Bit of a touch and go game at the moment. Chances kind of appearing out of the thin. but nothing substantially built up yet. Is Chelsea now trying to play through a little bit of Arsenal forward pressure. Is Christensen. Great turn from Mount there. Gets it back from Lukaku. Unfortunately, just Xhaka was there to clip it off him. And Alonso does well to get back there and wins the tackle and wins a free kick. Good work, Alonso, because that was looking promiscuous there. Good work there from Christensen. Alonso wins the header. And the ball comes back to the Chelsea defenders. So being a little sloppy going forward here, Chelsea, just when they get into those positions. The passes haven't been super accurate as of yet, but they're still feeling their way into the game. The Chelsea throw in now. Here's Kovacic. Good work there from Lukaku. Kovacic just found Reece James here. And Lukaku scores! Great! Yes! Lukaku has his debut goal. And Reece James was found by Kovacic on the right-hand side. And Reece James just delivers it right across the line. And that is exactly the kind of goal I've wanted Chelsea to score for so long now. Lukaku has proved exactly why we brought him to the club in the first 15 minutes of being here. Absolutely brilliant work there from Kovacic, then James, then Lukaku, just to be in the right position and just to finish that. Excellent football. He's well onside here. And Saka's missed the run. And brilliant there. That is magic there from Chelsea here. They've just, they were a bit under the pump here in the first 15 minutes, but just a bit of class there, and Lukaku to score his debut goal. Amazing. Romelu Lukaku's first goal for Chelsea. Even in his first spell, he didn't score. So, great moment for him there. Being a boyhood Chelsea fan, I'm sure. Rudiger picks up a long ball there. And now this is great for Chelsea. Arsenal will need to come out from their kind of defensive setup here, and this will be important for the way that Chelsea are going to play, because that space there might just come through now. Just kind of need to work our way through these next 5-10 minutes. Make sure that we don't let Arsenal back in with some kind of silly mistake or a bit of sloppy play. And then the game will be right where we want it to be. And we know that Arsenal don't usually do well to come back in games. So it will take a bit of a mammoth effort from them, but definitely capable on their day with some of these players that we've already seen have an impact in the first 15 or so minutes. Can hear Champions of Europe being sung by the Chelsea fans here, which is great to hear at the Emirates. Mason Mount to Reece James here. Azpilicueta, James. Mount to James again. Gets the cross in, but probably just a little bit too close there to Leno. Wasted ball there from Pablo Mari. Go out all the way for a goal kick here for Chelsea. Or Mason Mount almost got Kai Havertz through there. Just unfortunate at the last. That Champions League final connection. Just a good little block there from Mari. We've got a lot of tall boys in this Chelsea corner here. Jorginho back here to Mount. We'll send it to Alonso. Whips it in all the way to James on the other wing. Here's Kovacic. James. Crosses it in. And Lukaku. Oh. Chelsea starting to look a lot more dangerous now after that goal. Some confidence has been injected. Chances are appearing. Jorginho misses out here though, and now it's a 2-on-2 here. Christensen's got to watch his back here. Bukayo Saka's touch was too heavy though, and Azpilicueta was very, very canny there. Knew to hold off and not to charge out there. Very smart from Azpilicueta. Tierney tries a cross, doesn't come off. Here is Mount. Up to Lukaku. Can he hold it up? Did well there to earn the throw-in. But disappointing from Saka there, if you're an Arsenal fan, I'd say. Maybe he might have been stuck between choices there. He had 3 Arsenal players storming into the box there to pass to. But the shot did also kind of open up for him because Azpilicueta was smart and kind of left it open, knowing that he could make up the ground if needed. It's Kovacic and Rudiger. Rudiger plays a little chip ball to Lukaku, but it's won there by Holding. And now back to Chelsea. Rudiger, all the way back to Mendy, whose kicking has been a little suspect in pre-season, I have to say. Great ball there from Kai Havertz, all the way to Reece James. And passes to Mason Mount, and just the pass from James was just slightly behind Mount. It was very easy for Chelsea to make that pass through, but maybe just the wrong decision there from James there. Could have even gone for goal himself. Or even past Lukaku, but by the end of that phase, the pass was no longer on. Here's Mount. Important that Chelsea get the second goal here from our point of view. Christensen. Kovacic. We know shooting isn't his forte, but and it will be a goal kick for Arsenal. Great to see a full crowd here at the Emirates. It's been a long time coming to have fans back in football, and it just adds so much to the matchday experience, even for a fan who unfortunately doesn't have the pleasure of going to the games like myself. Chelsea throwing it at the 25th minute here. The game it's kind of been a strange game. It's kind of had patches of excitement, but these sort of momentary 5-minute spells of just lulls where both teams seem to be catching their breath or kind of interchanging possession a little bit sloppily at times, but just too often. Good play with his feet there from Mendy. Just after I've questioned his ball playing ability there. So glad, very, very happy to see him prove me wrong in that case. Maybe he was ironing out the kinks in pre-season. Here's Tierney with a big run here, but it is blocked here, and Alonso picks it up. But you can see the excitement whenever Tierney does get on the ball from the Arsenal fans. You know, he is the player that they are looking to kind of make an impact. So the sooner we shut him down from a Chelsea point of view, the better. Gave him a lot of space to run into with that last opportunity. Here's Mount up to Lukaku to turn. And a good block there from Pablo Mari. Cross in there from James and cleared again by Mari. Lukaku does well to hold the ball up there. And Kai Havertz searching ball for James here. Just a little overhit there. But great idea there from Kai Havertz. He's played some great switch balls today already. Looking lively. And Reece James is definitely the outlet that everyone's searching for down the right-hand side here. Space here for holding. He's given a long ball here to Pepe, and Rudiger, no nonsense, clears it away. Love to see that. Lets his teammates just get back, doesn't kind of try and keep it in there and potentially risk some players being out of position. And now Cedric Suarez with the throw-in. Lokonga crosses it in. Xhaka. Here's Lokonga, goes for a long shot and skewed wide there. It's Kovacic picking up the ball now in a great position. Here's Lukaku. Done well with his feet here. Straight to Havertz here. Now wide to Alonso, who's gotten up the pitch here well. Alonso, Lukaku. Lukaku takes a shot here, deflected. Jorginho. Who's tracking back now. Got to watch this counter-attack. Great tackle from Azpilicueta. Positioned himself perfectly there. Lukaku just working his way back up the pitch here. Chelsea slowing things down just a second now. And here's Kovacic, and here is Havertz. Finds James beautifully here. Reece James. Oh, he leaves it. Lukaku left it there for Alonso. And Mount tried something a bit spectacular there, but it didn't quite come off. And here we come again. Reece James on the right-hand side. Rudiger up to Mount. With Havertz, rather. Jorginho chipping it up to Lukaku again. That's been a constant theme of the game. Unfortunately, it's not the right pass that time. Smith Rowe's done well. Here's Pepe. Reece James. Oh, bad tackle there from Mari. Yeah, and he's got a yellow card there. He went through the back of Lukaku there. It's quite dirty. Lukaku with a wry smile on his face there. Havertz done well there. Here's Alonso. Alonso back to Havertz. And back to Alonso. Great work there from Havertz. And here's Reece James. Yes! Reece James scores there. Excellent goal. Amazing goal. And Reece James celebrates by holding the badge. Let's go. And he celebrates in front of the Arsenal fans. Love to see that. Mason Mount. Beautiful work there from Alonso and Kai Havertz there. Passes through to Lukaku, who leaves it on for Mount. And then Mount, brilliantly weighted ball to Reece James, who smashes it into the net. You love to see those kind of goals. Wow, what feat there from Alonso and Havertz here. They're working about 4 Arsenal players and they get away from them together. Then Lukaku just lets it go and Mount finds James and then bang, top corner. Great goal. That's an excellent moment for Reece James. A goal and an assist for him today. What a performance, and he's looked excellent the whole game. So 2-0 to Chelsea now. It's been an excellent first half performance from the boys. A really all-round good performance. You know, players like Alonso, who I personally have had my past issues with, has looked great today. Tierney here with the ball for Arsenal. Here the Chelsea fans very much in voice at the moment, loving what they're seeing so far from the Blues. Some happy faces on the Chelsea bench too. Full of stars to come on if needed. Of course, that's what's going to be so crucial if we are going to challenge for the title this season, is the depth that we have on the bench. Got to be careful now though. Don't start thinking about next week against Liverpool. Still a game to be won here. Good block from James there. And Smith Rowe just missed the shot there. Here's Kai Havertz. Finds Mount in space here. He's left Murray for dead. And it's just over Lukaku's head. Oh, an amazing, some amazing play from Mason Mount there. Kai Havertz might have just taken it off Lukaku's head there, unfortunately. But great signs here coming forward. Alonso, great tackle there. Here's Pepe. Back to Saka. Back to Pepe. Back to Saka. No penalty, said Paul Tierney there. Looked like a shoulder contact there with Reece James. This will go to VIR though. Bit of a tangle of legs there. Feels fairly harsh if it was to be a penalty. No penalty from the Czech. Love to see that. I think that we saw a lot of soft penalties last season, and there's no intention there to trip Saka there. It's just completely a tangle of legs there, and I think it was a 50-50, so good decision from the refs there. Obviously, that's with some Chelsea bias, so you'll have to let me know what you thought about that down in the comments. A bit of a tussle in the box here from Xhaka and Azpilicueta there. Paul Tierney just telling them off a bit. And Xhaka's still at it. Cleared by Mount there. Slight rainfall starting now, perhaps reflecting the mood here of the Arsenal fans. Great ball there from Saka, and great work from Rudiger to cover there. There's a little toed ball there through from Saka, and Martinelli was just about to clip onto that pass. Chelsea here, a little bit on the defensive here for the last few minutes. As you can imagine, just probably wanted to get into half time with this score. Would be a big psychological edge heading into the second half. Really wouldn't be good to concede a goal before halftime here. That we have conceded a corner. Corner comes all the way through to Cedric, who swings it back in from the right-hand side. Holding tried a little overhead kick there, and Alonso will clear down the line and relieve some of the pressure here for Chelsea. So just holding on with a minute to go. Rudiger is not happy here with Holding. Looks like Holding. Yeah, Holding's got a yellow there for some follow-through on Alonso. Meaning both Arsenal centre-backs are now on yellow cards, so danger territory for them. Yeah, really poor challenge there from Holding, looking back there. Mendy now. And and a ball, and just a hopeful ball forward there from Rudiger, almost released Lukaku. But here comes Saka for Arsenal. Great little reverse pass there to Xhaka, and wins another corner. So a minute and a half to defend here. Chelsea a bit with their backs against the wall in these last 5-10 minutes. The rain making things a little difficult at the moment. Offside there from Arsenal. That is just what Chelsea needed there. Relieve that pressure. About 40 seconds to go in the half now, so you suspect Chelsea will just kind of cycle around with the ball and lead this into half-time just where they want it to be. Last few seconds wheeling down here. Portieri putting the whistle to his mouth and blowing for half-time. Great first half here from Chelsea. 2-0 up. Romelu Lukaku is back in blue with a debut goal, and Reece James with an excellent goal himself as well. It looks really positive throughout the first half. The last 5-10 minutes were on the defensive, but with the rain and with Arsenal pressure mounting, it was kind of to be expected. Really great first half, guys. I'm going to just quickly shoot off now for halftime, and I'll see you guys when we return for the second half. And we're back for the second half here, guys. Thanks for joining me again. So, excellent first half here from Chelsea. It'll be really important to see this game through and to make sure that we don't let this slip. I'm hoping that what Tuchel said to them at halftime is going to invigorate them again, because the last 5 minutes was kind of, a bit weak from us. But great signs so far, guys. We're looking excellent, and they have just kicked off for the second half. We'll see what Arsenal will bring to the second half. They will have intensity, that's for sure. Both centre-backs on a yellow card, though, so good opportunity for us if we can get them on the counter-attack when they are flooding forward. Here's James, space to run into yet again. It's Mount, James again, interchanging passes here. Azpilicueta, James, into Lukaku. Jorginho, over to Havertz. Kovacic, Alonso. Great passing here from Chelsea. It's open again for James on the right, but they decide to go left. They're coming back right here, and here's Azpilicueta. Jorginho. Just going to be saying names all day if I'm going to be calling every single pass. Good ball from Azpilicueta there to Lukaku. Leaves it for Mason Mount, who stumbled a little bit. And here's James. Kovacic out to James, to Azpilicueta. Here's Lukaku. He's turned. Found his way through. Just couldn't wiggle his way through to the penalty box. Rain still pouring down here in the second half, so conditions will be wild. We still could see Aubameyang come into this game at some point, which I think would be a game changer. He may not be playing at his best at the moment, but he is still a world-class player on his day. So the game is still not safe, and I'd love to see a third goal go in the next 20 minutes. That would be just what the doctor ordered. Here's Christensen running out from defence here. Did really well. Created a lot of space for his teammates here. Alonso. Here's Havertz. Lukaku trying to pounce there. Just couldn't get there. And Kai Havertz closing down really well. Kovacic into Lukaku here. Turned really well, and he got his shot away, but Mari blocked well again. Mari has done pretty well with Lukaku so far, but Lukaku's still creating danger. Havertz cuts in, takes the shot on. Ooh, just blocked again. Arsenal surviving just. And here is Tierney. Great work there from Christensen. Great work there from the Chelsea defenders just to kind of handle Tierney together there. Offside. Offside for Arsenal. Lukaku just picked it off there by Mari, and Mason Mount wins the ball back. And then Alonso, here's Kovacic, turning, pivoting on the ball. It's been very volatile there, 50-50, both players into it there. And the weather is really impacting the game now. You can see players slipping around a bit, and the passes are getting just caught in the in the grass a bit there with the wet pitch. Great ball there from Tierney though, diagonal to Saka. Lokonga out wide to Emil Smith Rowe, and great diving header there from Rudiger just to direct it out for a corner. The Arsenal fans are responding, and they're trying to G up their team here. And Saka, there was a deflection on that, and with the rain, Mendy has done really, really well to make a save there, because that could have gone anywhere. So Saka takes the shot here. As we see the close-up, it takes a little deflection off Alonso, and then Mendy just palms that over the bar. Very sharp save. Okay, now we have to defend well from this corner. It is bucketing down rain at the Emirates. Lukaku very, very well there to win the aerial duel and clear. Here's Saka now, taking on Azpilicueta. Mason Mount back to help. Azpilicueta does really well there. And a goal kick is given. Really great job there, especially from Mount as well to track back there. And Azpilicueta was just canny enough to know what to do in that situation. Arteta becoming very animated on the bench here. Reece James. Out. Here's Lukaku. Reece James. Havertz. Rudiger now. Didn't trust Alonso, I don't think, there with the pass. Just recycled it back. Alonso, Havertz, Alonso interchanging well there on that left-hand side, as they have done all game. Here's Christensen, play out from the back, trying to beat this Arsenal press at the moment. Alonso, not the most press-resistant player. Great feet there from Kovacic. Finds Havertz, who plays it through to Mount. And he's got Reece James here with space. And here's Reece James again, down the right-hand side. Mount with an overlap. But he cuts it back for Azpilicueta, who crosses in. and Lukaku gets a boot on it, but he just can't direct it goal-wise. And it will be a corner now. Thumbs up there from Lukaku there, because the ball from Azpilicueta was just at the right height for Lukaku to swing a leg at it. And Mount will take the corner here. Mount flicked up there. Here's Havertz back to Mount. Back to Havertz. Mount, Havertz, interchanging. Nicely worked. Here's Jorginho getting in amongst it as well. Havertz, can he cross it in? Oh, just worked it well enough there, Arsenal, just to clear, but it's come straight back to Alonso. Here's Jorginho now. Tried to play it through for Lukaku, but just not the right amount of weight on that pass. Pepe offside. Big diagonal switch here, and Reece James picks it up again with space to run into. He finds Lukaku, finds Mount. Mount takes the shot. Ooh, just drags wide. And Lukaku gives it a clap. It was really good interchange work there. Won the ball back again here. Oh, but they've just called it back for a foul. There's a bit 50-50 there to be said. Great work there from Kovacic. He's had a great game. Jorginho looking for Lukaku there, but Mari does well to step in front. Great work there from Christensen, and he has looked excellent as well, Christensen. And it is a corner for Arsenal now. Time to defend. And it does look like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will be coming on momentarily. Pepe with the corner. Oh, just missed by Holding there. That looked like a sure goal for a second. It was flicked on by Mari, and then Holding with a little kind of side header there. Just flicked it towards goal, but just went wide. Looking at it again, he really should have scored that. Only 4 or 5 yards out. Whoa. Chelsea get lucky there. Perhaps the conditions playing a role there. Havertz giving away a free kick there. He's been swamped by the Arsenal players for the ball here. And Saka will be the player sacrificed for Aubameyang here. So now it's the next 10 minutes are really crunch time here for Chelsea. Mason Mount wins a foul there from Xhaka. Really important timing there. Both sides definitely getting a bit more aggravated now. We're starting to see some kind of small confrontations. Apologies if you see me yawning. It is currently 12:50 a.m. here in Perth, Western Australia. Used to be able to handle the late games a lot easier when I was younger. Great work from Azpilicueta there, but it falls to Aubameyang, who takes a snapshot and saved there from Mendy. Here's Reece James, finds Lukaku. Just bumbles away from Lukaku there at the last second, unfortunately. Should have probably taken the shot on earlier. Turning into a bit of a frustrating game at the moment, from a Chelsea fan's point of view, just because there's a slight lack of urgency here. Lukaku's picked up the ball here. Mount. And James has got space again. And Jorginho can't get back. And Mendy has done really well to anticipate a through ball there. Great to see that from Mendy. Didn't quite know he had that in his locker, to be honest, that sweeper keeper ability. And Kieran Tierney is getting some treatment here. That won't be a happy sight for the Arsenal fans, who he's had such troubles with injuries since he's moved from Celtic, and he had injury troubles back there as well. It's pointing at his leg or his inner thigh there. Not in too much distress, but they may be playing it safe here because it looks like Tavares is ready to go. So Nuno Tavares does replace Tierney. Disappointing end for Kieran Tierney to this game. Lukaku. Mount's making a really good run here, and here's Havertz. Lukaku has run forward though, and he's earned a free kick here, and Lokonga has got a yellow card too now. Mount leaves it for Alonso, who goes to Lukaku with the free kick. And then hit there by Kovacic, who's we know is not the best striker of the ball in front of goal. And Smith Rowe has a shot there, which is blocked by Azpilicueta. The flag is up for offside now. But much better from Arsenal. They've definitely come into this game. I think this Chelsea midfield might need a bit of a shake-up. Might have thought to bring on N'Golo Conte for Jorginho at this point in time, I think. It's Lukaku. finding Mount and Havertz, and here's Alonso. Slipped, sets it here for James. Takes a shot, deflected over for a corner. Plays it from James. And Kovacic takes another shot and it just drags wide again. Yep, and like I did predict, it looks like N'Golo Kante will be coming on. Must be a daunting sight for us fans to see him coming on. Second half has been gritty. And it will be Kovacic, not Jorginho, that comes off. So Kovacic had a really, really good game, actually. Great to see N'Golo Kante come on. Can't wait to see what he can bring to this side this season. So vital in our Champions League victory. Corner here for Arsenal. Reece James is taking a big hit here. And the medics have come straight on. I actually missed what happened there. It was off the ball. Or at least a collision just before the ball. Game has stopped at the moment. James is still down here, so potentially a concussion. He's sitting up, which is good. He's kind of brushing himself down. He's looking all right, but yeah, he potentially has been concussed there. Doesn't look like he'll play any further part in the game, unfortunately, because he had such an amazing game. We'll have to see. Looks like James is actually going to be okay in the end. Which is, love to see that from Reece. And yep, James is back on. And they've done well to defend this corner here under strange circumstances here, Chelsea. Because everyone, I think, was still half paying attention to what was going on with Reece James. Here's Kante. First taste of the action. finds N'Golo, finds Lukaku. A lot of Ks. Is Conte. Back to Rudiger. Now Jorginho. Switching it from left to right. Here's James now on the ball. Finds Mount with a beautiful pass. Mount tries to chip it just a tad too late. Tavares got back and blocked it. It will be a corner. Short corner. Rudiger across. Just couldn't shape it to Lukaku there in the center. Leno's picked up the ball. And you can hear the crowd really getting ramped up now. Wanting to drive this Arsenal team forward. They realise that time is thin. Pepe cleverly got away, but then Rudiger defended excellently there. Here's Kante. Getting chased down by two players, and he still gets away. Mount swings it out to Lukaku. James is on the inside here. Here's Lukaku. Finds James. Sends it in to Mount. Mount flicks it to Lukaku. Oh, great save there from Leno. What a save there from Bernard Leno. Mount chips in the ball perfectly, and Lukaku powers this header right into the right spot. And fingertip stuff there from Leno. Unbelievable save. Lukaku can't believe that goal hasn't gone in. Lukaku clapping the fans here. He's getting some great big love from the fans. Gabriel Martinelli looks like he's in some pain here for Arsenal, so it explains why we haven't really started yet. And Balogun has come on here for Arsenal to replace Martinelli. James just tried to take a shot there. Maybe took a second too long there. Jorginho just tries to rush it there. Everyone needs to take a short little breather here. Good defending there from Chelsea. Here's N'Golo Conte. Does well to intercept there. Lukaku here, holding the play up. Great work from Lukaku, winning a throw-in. 10 minutes to go here. Here's Romelu Lukaku here. Oh, he's done so well there, Lukaku, to get past Mari. Finds Mounts. Oh, and it deflects. Here's Havertz. Ooh, but Leno just maybe got a hand to the ball. Christensen. James wins a free kick. And Hakim Ziyech will be coming on. That's great to see. Had that unfortunate injury at the end of pre-season, and Mount's come off for him. Mount's had a good shift today. Poor kick there from Mendy. Tavares wins a corner for Arsenal. Great hand out there from Mendy. And here is Ziyech with his first touch of the game. Drills the ball up there. Oh, Conte almost got onto that pass. Oh, Conte dives in for a tackle that just misses out. Here's Pepe. Reece James defend him. He does well, Reece James. Defended well there from Christensen. Great pass here. And here is Hakim Ziyech onside. Oh, he tried to play a great pass there, but just snatched away. Here's Conte. Finds Ziyech again. Just blocked again. So unfortunate there, Ziyech. The crosses were good, just blocked. Says Spilicueta. Here's Conte. Havertz into Ziyech with space. Oh, I tried the first time ball and it's fallen through to Lukaku. Does he have the space now? Finds Havertz. Oh, just misses Havertz, unfortunately. Saved there from Leno. Oh, Havertz just almost gets there to a loose pass from Arsenal. Oh, great work there from Lukaku, but looks like a foul there, but referee didn't call it. Jorginho wins it off Smith Rowe. And yeah, the counter-attacks are on here for Chelsea, time after time. Ziyech takes on the shot in the end himself. Bit selfish, wins a corner. Timo Werner will make a last-minute appearance. Thrown for Chelsea here. And you suspect this change will be made now. And Kai Havertz will be coming off for Timo Werner. With a minute and a bit to go. Great shift there from Kai Havertz. I think he's looked really matured today. And he played a big role in all the goals as well. Great work from Lukaku there. And there is Alonso. Lukaku and falls to James. Get the cross in. Just can't get there. Three minutes of stoppage time here. So, just a minute of extra time here to go now, guys. Great. So it ends 2-0. First away victory of the season and a great opening debut goal for Romelu Lukaku. Could have had two probably, but we'll take the one. And also a great goal from Reece James there. Great performance all round. Second half was a bit of a battle, but a deserved victory. Awesome.